Alright, stream should be live here. Just gonna bring this down, double check YouTube and Twitch, make sure everything's all going good there. So start off with YouTube, make sure YouTube is going well, and then we should be able to get started here for a really good live stream. So yes, I did change the name just because this is what the stream will be called for Crewin. So now let's just do twitch.tv. And I am also live there. All right, cool. So we can get to work here. Hey everyone, welcome back to another live stream. It has been a little bit, but I think we got most of my stuff here under control. We are back inside the actual Crewin project here, and we have done a lot in the last few weeks. So we're gonna come back here in a minute here. We're actually gonna head, which way I wanna go? I'm gonna head this way. Oh, what'd I do? There we go. Let me just do this. Alright, so let me just save up real quick. We're going to save all my levels, and then we're going to get to a little bit of a walkthrough of what I've done over the last couple weeks. So, as part of the everything update, which has been pushed back towards the summer, because I want to add as much as I can in this update to make it as much as polished as I can before we go into the story building and world building itself here. So, first thing you can see is that we have brand new walls and roads, as I did talk about in the State of Play event. And we've also fixed a ton of bugs, a ton of weird issues. We also have new procedural foliage like we have here. So, and it looks very nice and resource, not resource heavy. So like I can have my editor, I can play the game at 165 FPS, which is what I had to have it set to, because that's my max frame rate on my laptop itself. But, I mean, we're doing pretty well here. So, essentially, and let's come over here, because this is where I usually start and do some testing here. We just press play. Give it a second to load. Get in full screen, then we'll do a little bit of walk around and show what we have going on here. So, we have the UI up and ready, and then the map is behind my camera. But, essentially, this is the state of the game. So our player model is having some issues. There's some bone distortion when trying to migrate the skeleton, so I'm going to have someone do that real quick. So I just have him replaced with the Unreal Engine mannequin. I'll probably replace him with some generic barbarian character at some point. But so this is the state of the game. That needs to be lowered. I didn't realize how high up it was. But yeah, so first things first, texture changes. The textures on the woods, not the wood, but the stone here has changed along the walls to match the outer wall of the city here. So we have that going for us. Another thing we have is new housing, which is being replaced in Black Hollow and Veplore to increase frames and also most likely Anthon as well. So these are full interior houses with multiple levels, like so. We'll be able to get those interiors done here after we do a little bit more gameplay mechanics here. So sprinting is going to be increased a little bit more, but it does affect the stamina bar, and then it does go back up after a little bit of time here. So this used to be that blank keep, and then this is the new castle right here. There's nothing in it at the moment. The Jarl is not in here, and it's also only one floor, just like this. So there'll be stuff in here. I'll probably block it off. I'll probably add a couple rooms, and then we will go from there. Might even scale this up to be a little bigger, but we will go from there and see what we got. So this is the new keep. There's a church and a graveyard right here. So just try to make it a little more lively, and then some trees scattered here and there. Another thing that this update is adding is the ability to jump on top of stuff. So if we just jump up, there we go. And then we also have some nice sneaking as well. So this will make this update a lot nicer in a lot of different ways here. So we're gonna head into the main area or main part of the city. Already looks so much cooler. And we're still sitting over here at 90 frames a second, and this is at 4K. So let's actually jump it down to 1440. Doesn't really do much. I'm using the generic main menu from the developer, but we're gonna get there. My main menu I have to redo just because I messed up and accidentally deleted the first project. So, but it's alright. I didn't really have to do much. I still have most of that system saved in the project I developed in. But so these little houses right here, they're called hovels. I got to change the blueprint because I have doors already open, and I'm going to be replacing them with just doors that you can open and close. Speaking of which, interactions I'm hoping to have in this update, if not the next one. So as you can see, we have all of these houses. We're not doing high class, lower class. We just have all of these houses that have the same texture models, and then we have a hovel here and there, if I'm even pronouncing that correctly. And then some really good foliage here with some wind animations. We also have a new skylight day-night system, and we also added some extra features like lens glares and what do you call them? Godlight rays or God rays or whatever you want to call them here, to add just a lot more realism into the game itself with 180-minute daytimes, 90-minute day, 90-minute night. And the nights are also a lot brighter, so you're actually able to traverse the world at night as well. And obviously a torch will help you in the long run here. So none of these houses have interiors yet, but we still have a long way to go here. We still have our the original, what do you want to call it? The shopping area, shopping district over there. But anywho, so this is the state of the game so far. So there's, rolling, sneaking, and then we can actually head over the map floor for this next part of the next part, just because it'll be easier. Another thing, clouds actually will go traversing through the landscape, so it won't just, or what is it called? I don't know how to describe it, but the clouds have been upgraded, so they're all 3D volumetric clouds, and they also just go, they're slightly opaque so that you can actually see through them if you're high up in the mountain. So now dropping down here, there is no fall damage yet. So we have combat here, so this is hand-to-hand combat with some generic animations right now. Animations aren't entirely the best, but we will get there with time. We have this backpack here. We have campfire and arrows, and then there's also a little bug where it says talk to player. But so I can equip and I can use. So now I have arrows on my back, and then I can also use this campfire to cook some food. So we have just an apple pie so far. And this is what my very generic apple pie model looks like that I created on in Blender. Pretty decent. I don't really like it. I'm probably going to get it upgraded. I have some texture flickering issues that I gotta try and fix here, but obviously looks good. So, and we also have the ability to grab items and stuff. So now I can't exactly get rid of this, so I think we're probably gonna keep it here. But and then there's also, the ability to sneak will help you get into some little areas like this, so that you can actually get to stuff since you can't get out. So you have to sneak, which makes things a little bit easier here. And then being able to see that you can actually pick up weapons and stuff like that. So let's add a weapon. Let's add a bow, since we already have arrows. So let's go to the data table. Let's do weapon bow. And then let's add 3 more things here. Let's add a sword. Let's add 2 pieces of armor. Let's add plate chest piece and plate legs. Just so we can get some armor on our character, just to show you guys how the armor works in the game as well. So if we press I, we can see this is our inventory. So we have, you know, a different stats, and then we also have our inventory with some experience up here, item potions or usable items down here, and then categories up here with this is where you put all of your armor and stuff on to equip your new character. So let's go and grab some of this stuff, like so, and then let's equip some of this. Alright, so now this is my character, decently equipped, he has 90 health, 10 stamina, or 100 essentially, and then we have 32 to 42 melee attack damage, 23 to 31 range damage, and then 25 armor reduces physical damage by 71.429%, and then magic resistance is 33 with 10 mana, 22 strength. So obviously it does help. So it shows that we have 280 health instead of 100, so health does go up and do stuff like that. And press Q to Q is currently what you use to draw. You can see the fire is following the player, and all right. Well, currently the bow is the arrows is going straight down. I don't know if that's because of my an edit I made. But now we have a sword here, like so. And we also have magic, which you can see. We also have not enough mana. We also have not enough stamina. Like so. So, back to what we're going to be doing in this episode, live stream episode, is completely rebuilding Vepor from the ground up. So the only thing we still have is the 2 inns that we have, and then we also have the Master Blacksmith room without the blacksmith, which is okay. So probably get to work here. So I have this little line of hovels in this one house. If I take a look at my left screen, these are the houses that we have for the interior, so we're going to keep using those. But we're going to just pretty much just get into it here and start redesigning. We essentially, if we come up here and we can see my mouse, pretty much have to follow this road like so, do the middle road, and then just do this road and this little winding road right here. And that is going to be the base of it. And then we're going to put a bunch of this foliage and stuff in the middle area here to, you know, kind of liven up the world, get some extra stuff done, and so on and so forth here. So another thing maybe we'll do today, if we get bored of doing this and want to take a break, is look at the dungeon artifact plugin that we have to create our dungeons. We're just going to kind of play around with it, try and learn how it works. I'll bring up some documentation, all that. Because one thing we have to learn how to do, which it doesn't automatically come with, is ceilings inside the dungeons, so that way we can actually have enclosed dungeons that will work with our game. I don't know why I'm so tired either. Maybe I should go grab a couple snacks real quick, just get myself over here. So, actually, yeah, you know what? That is what I'll do. Let me go grab a snack real quick. I actually don't know if this is working, so let me just go to... I don't know if my stream deck is working currently. So let me just load up the app and see what happens here. There we go. There we go. All right, cool. So I would be back. Give me like 5-ish minutes to get some snacks, a drink, and then, well, actually, I'm pretty sure I have a drink somewhere. Maybe I don't. All right, well, I'm gonna go grab a drink, and then we will get back to this. So I will be back here in a few. All right, cool. So I grabbed some snacks. Gonna have a little bit, and then we're going to work on how we're gonna design this. So I'm back in game real quick. All right. So this house is abandoned, which isn't going to have any sort of quest line, but it'll still have some decent loot assigned to it. I have not built a new road system through here yet, so we might have to make some adjustments with house placements after the fact, which is definitely okay. I'm gonna finish having these Oreos and then I'll harvest milk since the wife accidentally bought 4 gallons and we already had 2, so now we have 6 gallons of milk sitting in the fridge. All right, drink enough. Let's get to work. All right, so I'm kind of trying to like scatter the design since we have a total of 6 houses, 3 hovels. So we're essentially just gonna start by doing this inner layer.
That sounds like a cool layout. Are these houses and hovels spread across different areas?
All right. I wasn't prepared for that at all. Anyhow. So let's do 5 next. So, and then 6 is 6 the big one. So far, so good. Now we're gonna leave that area blank for a maybe we'll have it since it's some sort of thing here. I guess we kind of do need a castle. Let's medieval buildings, prefabs, castles, castle keep creator. All right, so this is the castle keep. This will be the entrance to it down here. So I'm gonna flatten this area out and get it all completely finished here. So let's. So A, we have to enable interior. That way we can get in and take a look at what's in here. Next up, we have to add the huts on top. That's just for design. We're gonna add 4 towers. Let's do this. Do that one. There we go. Okay. Let's flatten out that landscape now. I think it's crashing. I think it just crashed for no apparent reason whatsoever. Okay, it's just being very dumb right now. Hold on, give me a second here. There you go. My computer completely died there for a second here. So, we're doing pretty good. Let's Let's make this a little bit bigger. Okay. Now, one of the official things that we finally fixed up, the remove procedural no longer creates that black reflective hole or whatever you want to call it in the landscape. It now officially does just remove the procedural grass and everything in a great way. So now it actually stays the grass texture, but removes the grass itself. So now we actually have this nice little thing here. It kind of looks out of place right now because we don't have any castle walls, and I think we're gonna keep Veplor without walls because we're just gonna say that the mountains are its walls, so they would only be attacked from the north or the south here. And half of the north is protected by this big canyon here that is specifically used to get to Thack Shore, while we have this going here. So that already looks pretty good here. So let's continue this, shall we? And I'm actually gonna make sure I have the ability to see the chat here. Just so I can take a look. There we go. That looks decent. So now I have it decent. I'm going to show you guys how I have it set up here. Like so. That's my other screen now. So now I actually see it pretty decently. For some reason it's going over the kilobit rate, which is fine, I guess. But let's get the work here. So I think we're gonna try and add houses on this side right now. We can try for this one. We can try for 4. Some of these smaller ones should be pretty easy to get over. 2. Yeah. And we're gonna add a couple roads into this castle here. Unless we try and move it like that. So that way. Yeah, that's interesting. So yeah, now we can just have it just come straight out like that. So let's leave some space and let's add a number 6 here. And we're gonna come back and fix all of the landscaping issues at a later time. We're just gonna get everything in here and looking decent. A lot of these houses are raised on foundations, so it's okay, but like ones like this where I can probably come in and grab it like that looks okay enough. I mean, it's still a little bit too high. But I mean, it should be fine. So, here we go. Awesome. And obviously, we're still keeping that good old frame rate up by doing this because these houses are very highly optimized here. So we're just going to pretty much just copy and paste these, and I can essentially just do boom. So if you are like moving an item up and down and you press the N key, it automatically takes it down to the ground. And even like essentially puts it in a way so that it's completely level. Which is okay-ish. I mean, I can take all these and just reset these back to 0. Yeah, you can see how they are heavily changed for that. But obviously, if we, press play and we actually go into the game, we're still going to be hitting a really good frame rate. Given all the triangles that we have here. We're currently sitting at 150, 140, 150. And this chair is no longer comfy for me. I really gotta get a new chair for my desk and that desk. Alright. So now we're actually like walking through. There's some issues with being able to see under here. And then we can walk down here and see the castle keep like we usually do. So, we're doing pretty well considering the circumstances of how this is laid out already. We have all these hovels, so those look nice. So I think we're doing pretty well at the moment. And I mean, we still have a long ways to go. We literally just started, but at least we're getting there. I'm even considering adding a second castle. Yeah, let's do it. So let's copy and paste this castle right here. Also, I was just trying to make sure it doesn't actually hit anything, which it is, so move it over here. I can change the layout. There you go. Now let's head over into landscape mode and let's edit the layout of this city. Paint, grass. Oh, I want grass, not grass dry. I gotta wait for the damn shader compiles to go through. Apparently when I'm, like, I don't know why change doing that is so bad. Okay. There we go. Layout has been changed enough so that we can keep this the way it is, and we're also going to move this lower now. Right, now we gotta flatten it more, so let's just go ahead and flatten real quick. There we go. That's good. So now let's just continue going over here. Let's do interior 5. Interior 4. Let's go 1. Change that position. And then we're gonna randomly go into a bunch of these and replace them with their non-interiors, just so you don't have to, so there's not a way for us to go into every single house. As much as I like the ability to do that, it's just a lot of crap for me to do, and like maybe we'll make a future update where we slowly start adding these houses have interiors that you can go into, but just not at the moment, just because of how much extra it's going to tack on to what we do here. So let's do another take a look through here. So obviously these houses don't have interiors. They don't even have any doors, I think. I think they're literally just for looks. Really nice. I mean, this is a really nice way to do things, so. And this is flattened, so that way we can be in here. Now we just gotta, you know, build out that road and do whatever we want to do here. But I mean, like, this just looks, I mean, I honestly feel, even as a developer, this looks otherworldly better to what we've had, to what we had in the past. And just looks absolutely amazing. The giant keeps in that you've got tower over all these houses, I just think look really cool. So there's like scenes like this where you have this and you have that with houses in each way. It just looks absolutely stunning, and I cannot wait to further improve the visuals of the game as well. Because we also have DLSS in the game again, not in the way that we would want. Once I disabled it, I might have disabled DLSS. So, you know, we're getting there. I am debating on adding castle walls just because it's just going to be a lot of stuff to do. So, and we also still haven't found I still haven't found a way yet to this. I'm not sure yet how this works. I'm trying to find the instruction script. Format the graph to make it look nicer. There we go. I'm still having trouble figuring out where the heck I go for this crap. Yeah, see, I'm not seeing the... No, let's put these on the ground, see. That was pre-made. Let's add towers. And let's make it different. Let's make it a parasite instead of we can start it from right here. Not yet. Okay. Better. Alright, let's just start adding. And we're gonna kind of put it up against the whole area here. And then a gatehouse here. Alright, I gotta like bring this down so I can actually like do this properly here. So let's do it like this, and now let's grab this and put this into place here. Like so. Okay. I'm liking this so far. I'm hoping this is working okay. Alright, let's see how this works. Yeah, I'm getting really uncomfy in this chair. Alright, let's actually get this level to the ground first. And now let's create another one. House slide, towers. Looks good. So now let's get these in line. Like so. Drop the asset.
You ask me how we got here, 'cause you don't know how.
Alright. Now we just gotta create the one that goes around all this. And then we will be fully in the clear here. So, power slide, powers. And we're gonna side, like so. There we go. Alright, now's the fun part. Now we're actually going to keep everything essentially level here. Like so. And now we're going to bring this down. Back down like so. And then bring this one to ground like so. And then last one. Like so. That brings the whole entire town levelness. Like so. That doesn't look right. Okay. So now let's grab I can find it. Let me just let's call this, you know. Trying to get all these with that floor. Also in that floor. That floor. Black Hollow. Iceberg World. And is that floor. Back to Black Hollow. Where are all these pedestals? That's part of Area 1. what's in here. Boy. Black Hollow. Boom. Look at that. Completely cleaned up that whole area. That's nice. Alright, back to work here. So... Actually, let's head back out here. Ooh, excuse me. Alright, so let me just head in the brushify. Yeah, let's actually load in Black Hollow. Oh, I had an order that was delivered. I'm gonna go grab it real quick. I will be right back. So I got business cards created for myself here. I can show it up here. So looks great. Now I can actually start trying getting some business in here. So let's get back to work here. So game. There they are. I want to not here. That one. Oh yeah, we can unload that just to make it less resource intensive on that. Okay. So box size, let's make it big. Make it a big boy ish. Okay. Simulate. Okay. For some reason, it thinks it's okay to go inside blueprints. I literally just said it, tell it not to. Oh well. I can just move this. Okay, let's just remove this. Doesn't this feel like a nature trail? This works. Yeah, that works out for me. Now, if I just take this and... Okay. I really like these procedural foliage generators, just because it makes my life so much easier for foliage creation, and it works great with the landscape system, and it barely takes out any resources. So this is like amazing. Oh, we can have these amazing buildings with all these trees and everything, and it's just amazing. And I mean, I can like just give this whole entire mountain a generator. Like, this might be too much to simulate, so we'll see. All right, that was a little bit of an intense thing, but I mean, hey, we now have trees up here and down here. Now this looks a lot nicer, I think. I mean, this looks a whole lot better now. I mean, this looks amazing. Let's move everything to that floor, just so we can just... Nice. Okay. So Vepler definitely has been way overhauled. This is what the game should have looked like to begin with, and I am just very happy that I have been able to have the privilege to redesign a lot of the gameplay assets. Like, look how amazing that looks now. Like, you can actually see the trees out in the horizon here. Still sitting at 120 FPS, 90, 100, between 90 and 120. Oh, okay, maybe I should do that real quick. At 4K. I guess we're running on low here. Let me just put everything up on Epic. You know, we're still running at 120 FPS. I mean, this looks really good. I feel like medieval cities are like pretty condensed. I almost feel like their walkway is way too big, but after we clutter it up, it should look fine. I mean, you can see the winter trees up in the very top over here, and you can see, you know, the trees under it, and you can see how they are changing and they're getting colder. So it just looks amazing right now, and you can see all of the... Take a closer look at this. I mean, this looks pretty crazy to me. This one needs to be changed a little bit. So, I mean, starting with these, and now we have all this. I mean, this is crazy to me, honestly. Yeah, let me send this to Michael. I think he might think it's amazing. Where did I set my phone? Oh, my charger. Let me... There, let's send it over to Michael, see what he thinks about it. Alright. So, with Vepler nearly done, obviously we still have like 10-20 more minutes left of this the Vepler building. Because I have a feeling We can just keep this as like a nature-ish type trail that kind of like leads up to this. And it's kind of just a long trail. I might even add a second generator to like fill up some of these gaps. But obviously we need houses over here, so this is where we're gonna start off next here. So let me just go like so. So now we can just go to town on houses here. I mean, I'm happy with where this left me. This is how unlit looks like. It looks so weird. I just don't like how it's like so dark over here because of, you know, the freaking towers. Can we make it like... There we go. It's now high noon. We should be fine here. I'll view it on YouTube real quick. I mean, playing up on YouTube seems pretty decent. I mean, this has been a pretty long time coming here. This update is going to drastically change everything. I cannot wait to send out a snapshot tomorrow. There's me, Michael, and his father. We all have like a beta, which is like there's the beta updates, and there's also like the beta snapshots that I'm gonna start adding in more and more. So the goal is to finish Beplor and Anthon before tomorrow at 9 p.m. and then I'm gonna send out a snapshot that night for them to look at, and then essentially every weekend I want to try my hardest to put in send out a snapshot that'll have new features in every snapshot. So the snapshot's gonna have, you know, all of the systems put together minus world fast travel, which will be delayed until we develop it. And then we're also going to be having, you know, the cities redone here as we're going through and adding these amazing looking houses and everything to this city. It's gonna be amazing. I can't wait to see the finished product of this. And I mean, this is pretty good. Where are all these doors coming from? Like, I'm just randomly seeing a door here and there, and it's kind of like weird. And all this is going to Beplor. So I feel like this just needs trees. There you go. Then you walk in, and the first thing you're automatically going to see is just trees upon trees upon trees on this side. And now, I mean, it's looking more and more like a nature trail over here. We're gonna add another one right here, and we're just gonna like so. Now there's some more trees over here now. Makes things a lot nicer. And now you can still traverse this. especially over here. Like, especially this inside area, you can definitely traverse a lot more. So let's jump down. Try to traverse this. Also make sure everything on epic. Let's do a 19 by 20 by 1080. These might be too sharp. I might have to flatten these or smooth these out. But like this just looks absolutely amazing. What makes it look even better is if we change the view distance to cinematic. So you see a lot more of this grass. I mean, this does automatically look amazing. Yeah, so this is the best part of it. I just think even though the landscape is exactly the same, adding this new trees, everything just kind of goes together, and it just looks absolutely amazing. The only thing that are still out of place, which I'm gonna be replacing those textures with these ones, is these inns. So like, look at this inn here. Okay, let's go inside this inn. And this, follow me for a moment here, okay? It's gonna, this will make sense in a minute. Let me browse the asset here. Let me go and create a third content browser. Okay. Now, let me head here. That's not gonna help. Oh. Let me head over to Brushify. Let me head over to Materials. Actually, no, let's head over. Oh, shoot. Brushify, Design Packs, Medieval, Buildings, Rehabs, Castles, Castle 1 underscore keep. Open full blueprint editor. Grab this. Oh, I can't. I see it. Never mind. Head out. Head out. Out. Geometry. Castle. Keeps. Castle block. Interior. Okay. That. Yeah, this is exactly what I was looking for. Well, I want to bring this over here, actually, to my second screen. Okay. Watch this. So. There's Outskirts, Bricks 1. Oh, which one is it? Stonewall Blend. Too tiled, but this. Look how amazing that looks. Now let's head over here and go to wood and change not that one. I mean, that does help. Not this one. So outside, this looks a lot better here. I think so. Then we have the glass. That looks good. What else? We got wood. More wood. What we got? We have the inside wood floor. That would be replaced with this. That doesn't look right. Let's just keep that there for now. And let's put the wallpaper back to this. I want to know what that is. Plaster? Replace plaster with this. You know what? No. Replace plaster with some more wood. Stone 01 dark. Oh, that looks amazing. Alright, so now let's head over to the roof. This wood just does not look good. Out of everything else, it has to be that. Alright, more wood. Ah, crap. Now my headset's about to be low on batteries. No. At least my mouse has been on for or plugged in for an hour, so that should make things easier on myself there. Alright. Now that's plugged in. So now let's grab that wood. Much better here. Alright. So this is what the current inn looks like now. So now it definitely better fits the hold on a second. Alright. Now let's take a look inside here. So A automatically has the same textures as the walls and stuff like that. Same thing with the inside. Inside's a lot more medieval, less, fun. Especially if we head up here, just the same way most things are with the medieval vibe here. So definitely feel like this looks good. And honestly, the floor looks decent too. If we just go in and just remove the foliage, this will be great looking. Okay. That looks good. I'm going to take that as an absolute win. It looks really interesting now. Alright, this looks amazing. Honestly, I might just come back and do more of this later. I'm getting a little tired, and I also got some stuff to do around the house. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to do a live stream later. Not exactly sure when, but later, and we will finish up that floor, and then we will start the destruction of Anthon and get that restarted here soon. So we'll see you guys in the next live stream.